I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I forgot about that. I forgot about his dramatic. I'm so frustrated. I'm gonna pull this shotgun out of my coat.
Maybe closer than ever before.
Oh.
I do that when I slop my cereal milk. Actually, that's the sound I make. It just goes blip, and I go ah!
I boiled with rage, like a
Never
fine
at
soup.
any other point in my day, no matter what happens, I do not go ah!
The only time you lose your cool.
I hate slopping cereal milk. Throws off my ratio.
Well, now we're gonna be spending this entire episode breaking our shins in the mines.
Yay! Lock in at the museum! Lock in at the museum!
That's
yes, I'm single.
right.
Why do you ask?
You know, there's this app called Stalker that could help you with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Maybe we can meet at the library.
It could help you with that from a distance, I mean.
Do I have to bring my own bag? That's a big crate of revolver bullets just haphazardly thrown there.
Yeah, you're gonna see those sometimes. I think the developers couldn't decide like how much ammo they wanted to give the player in these segments, so they were just like, I don't know, how about a box that has all of the world's supply?
How about all of it? How about we give Alan 36,000 rounds of revolver ammo?
Alan Wake does not have unlimited capacity as a writer, but his ammo count
Wow.
through the roof.
Good job there, rail car. You dipshit piece of
listen.
industrial equipment.
It tried, okay?
Not hard enough.
The physics objects don't have eyes. How are they gonna be able to see around stuff?
Well, geez, man, don't make apologies for their failure. It's the only way they'll learn.
I guess you're right. All you can really do is rub its nose in it and say, hey, next time maybe you won't dissolve into the ether.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe you won't run into a railway switch like an idiot.
You dumbass minecart. I should have left you at the pound.
You are the biggest disappointment I have ever seen. I say that often to my guinea pig, Klaus.
Oh, Klaus. What did Klaus ever do to deserve that?
Oh, you know, just general fuckery, really. Honestly,
Guinea pigs can be jerks.
he's a boy is the thing. He's a little spicy boy, and he just doesn't know any better. He's got too much tiny testosterone.
So does Alan.
It's true.
What the hell?
Alan Wake is basically the Klaus of writers. What the?
Well, now the forces of nature itself are against us. Awesome.
Twister, Andy M.
You know what they say in those old radio bulletins? You gotta duck and cover. But it
That's
won't
right.
help you against the forces of darkness. So,
Gotta duck and cover. Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Duck and cover.
execution.
I was gonna say, put your head between your legs and stick it up your ass, but Alan's is already there.
Wow! It's not his fault. He's a writer. He's been told that he's brilliant and has interesting things to say for years and years, and he started to
You know
believe
what?
it.
You know what? That's fair. Hey, let's mow down some Taken with our Jeep. Why not?
Yeah, let's do some vehicular Taken slaughter.
Is that a convictable offense? Is that something Alan can be prosecuted for?
It's not nearly as big a crime as these guys' crime against fashion with their fucking chav tracksuits. Look at these idiots.
Listen, man, we equated this game to My Summer Car, and the game is gonna stick to it. Tracksuits everywhere.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's basically just wall-to-wall fuckheads with too much time on their hands.
Alan Wake being the foremost of those.
Oh, jeez, I tell ya. Alan Wake is on a fuckhead safari.
Well, he's got the Jeep for it.
He totally does.
If
Oh
only
man,
he had some binoculars.
this is like, sir, you are being hunted. He's got a tweed hunting jacket.
Alan, you are being hunted by minecarts.
No, for Alan it would be, Alan, you are being insufferable. Sorry, I shouldn't quote his wife like that. That's just rubbing salt in the wound.
Ouch! Oh, I got double teamed.
Oh!
Well,
Oh,
there's
no,
no
you
getting
got-
out of this one.
Oh, hello.
So
Surprise.
I don't think they counted on the physics objects being able to push the car over, because if that happens, Alan just teleports on top of it.
At least they didn't turn the animation on its side.
I get right, like Alan crawling on the ground into the open air. He just steps out sideways into the world and just falls.
He's like, oh, no.
Why did I write that gravity changed suddenly? What an idiot I am. Only now do I realize my hubris.
That's the last time I leave things to the reader's imagination.
I must describe everything. It's the only way.
Yeah, that's right. Bring it on, Henry David Thoreau.
Right, Alan Wake is the kind of guy that would spend 5 pages describing the frayed ends of the tweed on his jacket.
Holy crap. Yeah, he's basically the Herman Melville of airport novels.
You know what? If the sudden stop was like nestled in the back of the airport seat in front of me while I'm like just waiting for my flight or am on a plane, I would read it. I would give it like a 2.5-star review out of 30.
Well, that's the best part of being on a plane, right? Like the stressful conditions and the low oxygen content, they make any book really palatable.
That is true. Well, the direction I thought you were going with this. You know how when you get on a plane and you get up in the air, you just get tired? Well, the sudden stop is a great sleep aid.
No way, man. Airplanes are great because they're basically like an enhanced interrogation, so you're more willing to put up with stuff. That's how I read Rainbow Six.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you suffered through that harrowing experience.
Oh boy, I tell ya. Tom
Let
Clancy.
me introduce you. Right. Let me introduce you to my favorite Tom Clancy-alike author, Alan Wake.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he's more like H.P. Lovecraft when you think about it.
Really? A gigantic racist?
Well, it's like I said in that one episode, he is shooting lots of dark people.
Oh no! Oh, this is
Bring
as
it in.
problematic as Resident Evil 5.
Bringing it on home.
Oh boy.
By the way, in case you thought you could trust anyone, any of these dark creatures that are coming from, the plane of darkness beyond human understanding, in case you thought you could trust those guys, nope.
Yeah. Trust no one in the dark, especially if you snore.
Oh man, that coffee thermos was just having a nice, relaxing recline, and we just abducted it.
Sitting there doing the Guardian crossword. Oh, I say, this is most irregular. Unhand me at once, you tweed-wearing buffoon.
We tore off its head and drank its insides.
That's right.
Oh, so brutal, that Alan Wake.
Yeah, that's why whenever I drink a cup of coffee, I make sure to thank it for its sacrifice. Thank you for giving your life, cup of coffee.
Thank you for giving your life, even though your life tastes like dirt.
Not a coffee fan, huh?
When I drink coffee, it has got to be more cream and sugar than coffee for me to enjoy it.
I'm C. Jacobs. I only like candy. I just want to eat candy.
It's true. I don't see that as an insult. I take that as a compliment. I am a sweet boy, and I like my sweet drinks. That's what my grandma says.
Noted sweet boy, C. Jacobs. The sweetest boy in LP.
Flashbang grenade for Standard Power Company equipment.
Hey man, I ain't judging, you know? Some boys are sweet, some boys are spicy, and some boy, whoa. Anyway, so I said...
What, did my editing make you lose your train of thought?
Yeah, where am I?
Do you feel like you've been taken into another dimension?
What's happening to me?
Oh no, he's been taken over by the darkness for the second time in this Let's Play.
Oh no, it keeps happening, man. I just must be susceptible.
Will he lose his faith again? Only time will tell.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you take it one day at a time, right?
I guess so.
Until someone shines their bright cell phone in your eyes, and then you vanish.
That was my stalker experience. I got sucked into a world of darkness and had to fight my way out. 0 stars on the Google Play Store.
That's right. Kind of a hassle. Still got laid.
Oh, I got laid all right. To rest.
Whoa! So grim.
My life is the horror story that you hear about on the news of people getting abducted when they go to use anonymous chat applications on their phone.
That's right. That's why I always insist on a chaperone on my dates. Hello, I'm Skippy. This is my mom. She'll be chaperoning to make sure you don't try anything, you potential kidnapper.
Remember, when you're in bed, keep your hands above the covers, Skippy.
That's right.
A good boy sleeps with the lights on. It's the only way to fend off the darkness. Your mom is correct.
That's right. Idle hands spend time at the genitals.
Idle hands are the devil's tiddlywinks. You know what they say.
Oh man, seriously, the devil needs to take his job more seriously. Seriously.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh man, that sentence kinda went off the rails.
Oh no, Skippy Granola is stuck in a loop again. I'll have to write an entire novel to unstick him.
Holy crap,
Bam!
jeez. Whoa, hello.
I got an achievement for that combo.
That'll do her.
Come one, come all. Alan Wake has light, and he's not afraid to use it.
He's got a ridiculous amount of incandescent gewgaws.
He's got purple prose, and New York Times says he's definitely not afraid to use it in their 2-star review.
Oh, wow.
I contacted Roger Ebert from beyond the grave to ask him about my writing. He turned into a dark creature. That's, you know what? I imagine that if Alan Wake had the power to rewrite the world, he would rewrite all of his stories to be bestsellers.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh, hello
It's
there.
time to meet a new lovely lady, the pump-action shotgun. It's like the other shotgun, but more.
Yeah, it does what a shotgun does, only faster.
Yeah, it does a little bit less damage, but you know, doesn't really matter. The expanded capacity more than makes up for it.
Which, honestly, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, that it would do less damage.
You know, that's the thing, right? Like, did Alan write that one shotgun would do less damage than the other? Like, if you look somewhere in Departure by Alan Wake, are you going to find, like, I picked up the pump action, knowing full well it would deal less damage to my enemies. I'm a badass like that.
Oh, holy shit, he is Tom Clancy.
Or Steven Seagal.
Ah, that's right, yeah. Steven Seagal doesn't need no guns. He'll just whippy-woppy his wrist at a guy and they'll fall down and be like, ow, I've gotten Aikido'd.
Whippy Woppy! That's the best way that I've ever heard what he does described. Oh my god, there's like a whole forest of Taken.
Wow! Look at all these. You better get while the gettins. Or, you know, go back down there and do some recreational killing.
Again, Alan Wake, badass. Our Whippy Woppy is explosions from flashbangs.
It's true. I think by this point he's developed a taste for killing.
He's just really come to accept the thing about, like, how they can't be people that he's really
Dark
murdering.
presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
You're no longer human, you're shadow beasts.
Now we are all sons of bitches, said the flashbang.
Oh man. I tell you, I wonder if this is gonna turn out to be like some kind of I Am Legend thing.
Oh, where it turns out that Alan was the bad guy the whole time.
That's right, he was the Sasquatch.
So hey, the fast guys are back. And they are a pain in the fanny.
They are hard to tag.
They sure are. One thing that people were generally annoyed about this game, that drew quite a bit of criticism, is that the Taken take fucking ages to whittle down their light shield. Especially these fast guys.
It's true, man. Like, you were talking about how Alan Wake's not a particularly difficult game. And,
No.
And that's totally true, because the gameplay doesn't really lend itself to a very action-oriented style.
Not really. I would describe it as tedious, but it's like a fun kind of tedious. I like the gameplay of this game, but I will say that Alan Wake's American Nightmare, the most important, most major change it made is making the Taken have less goddamn shield for their darkness powers.
See, that one was like an arcadey shoot-'em-up.
Yeah, and by the way, a certain somebody whose name starts with C and ends with Geop might be doing a Let's Play of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Alright, it's me. I'm gonna do an American Nightmare next.
Nice.
I wouldn't want to throw Geop under the bus like that. Because as we all know, only someone of my quality of Let's Play can tackle a game like Alan Wake.
It's maybe a century.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this has been kind of your kick for a while here. The old third-person action horror games.
It's true, isn't it? I don't think, like... Have I ever done a Let's Play that's not a third-person action game?
You know, I don't think so.
I don't think I have.
But like your three recent ones have been quite similar, because you've had The Evil Within,
Yes.
and RE4, which started this whole mess,
It sure did.
and Alan Wake. I mean, all three of which are, you know, sort of this, I guess, small town rural decay sort of feel.
They have the same kind of control scheme almost, where you steer around the third person guy, but you can only shoot when you're like zoomed in, you know?
Right.
Where it's like focused on slower moving enemies that come in slightly larger numbers. It's kind of like that. Alan Wake's American Nightmare is much more action oriented. Like, they throw droves of enemies at you in that game.
It's
We'll
a little
get
bit
there
more
when we get there.
RE5.
A little bit. It is a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not RE6, so he can't do sick action rolls or anything like that.
Yeah, no, of course not. But I mean, Alan would probably throw his back out because he's got those weak writerly joints.
That's very true.
Too much time sitting at my vintage craftsman-style writing desk. Typing on my Underwood typewriter that I bought on eBay.
I can say that because I unironically used to be that kind of fuckhead.
That's the best thing, right? Is Alan's wife, like, at the start of this whole adventure, when she was setting up, like, the little hubby, the cabin, you know, for Alan to do his writing and overcome his writer's block, she didn't give him, like, a laptop. She gave him a typewriter. Ouch!
That's right. Wow.
I've been tractored.
You just ate a tractor. Well done. Well, you know the reason, CJ, because you can't put computer games on a typewriter.
I guess that's very true. Alan Wake was learning to code video games, but he gave it up because writing is much easier.
Yeah, there you go.
Comes more naturally to him.
Well, I mean, we say writing, but actually he was playing Skyrim.
Check out my Skyrim mod. You need to download the double-breasted CBBE body replacement mod to run it, but it's totally worth it, believe me. I replaced the spiders with bears.
Wow. I mean, that's, I guess, nice if you're arachnophobic or tired of fighting spiders.
One thing I will say that I really appreciate about Alan Wake is that you only fight human enemies in this game. I mean, besides the physics objects. Like,
right.
This game does not have any monster dogs or giant spiders, unlike a certain other game in the Alan Wake franchise.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right, I'm talking about Alan Wake 4, The Revenge.
Yeah, that's... What a pile of shit that is.
Alan may cry.
That's the detective agency he starts after this one. He fucking loves pizza.
I guess I don't blame him. I had a delicious pizza for lunch this afternoon.
Oh man, tell us about this pizza while we take a look at this cabin.
It was a mushroom and Swiss cheese melted cheese pizza. It was very tasty.
Oh.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawled back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Oh, man. Hey! Hey, hunting rifle. You precision instrument of death.
Hunting rifle, we could really use your company right about now. We are in pretty dire straits.
I'm gonna call him Hamish.
Okay.
Hamish, my hunting rifle!
Okay. Sure.
It just seems like the hunting rifle is the weapon of a Scottish gamekeeper.
And as we all know, Alan Wake does have, Scottish heraldry.
It's the tweed, man, that's getting to me.
One thing I really appreciate, a nice little detail, is that the flashlight beam doesn't magically disappear when you're on ladders. You have probably noticed that.
The message was full of spelling errors.
You know, the flashlight beam continues even though you're holding it sideways.
Yeah, he doesn't turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a lazy designer would do.
Well, because what if something attacks him while he's on the ladder? He'll have no way to defend himself.
Yeah, exactly. He'd have to flail weakly.
That's right.